3, 2, 1.
So, what are a couple steps of how you strategize an options trade, and how do you uh, try to do that to have better odds? Like we were saying earlier, to have it, the risk reward being your favorite and not be gambling.
Okay, what we try to do in HFT options, the chat room, we usually try to get first the direction. We're going to think it's going up or down. I think that's the basic thing you need to know, because that's going to be what's going to act in your favor. After we've done that, we try to get like a target, as I mentioned. We try to get the plan ready before we get actually the option strategy. After we have the price target, the time frame, and the direction, basically we have everything nailed down. Then we started looking at the different type of options we want to play. Maybe we want to go with a long call, depends on the volatility of the stock. If it's a pretty volatile stock, we might want to do a spread to lower the risk. That's because we're selling something, so we're getting some money out of it. And after that, we want to see that we never get at least 1/2 of the pay ratio. We never want to risk $1 to get less than $1, or because that way we just buy stocks one by one. So we try to get our good risk reward, then get the timing working on. Usually we try to sell the weeklies or the monthlies, depending if there's weeklies or not, and then buy a month or 2 weeks out. That would gives us the delta we want. We usually want 0.5 delta or more when we're going up. That would be the equivalent of 50 stocks. And then we would limit the size. We will decide how big do we want to trade, depending on our conviction, depending on how we feel about the stock, and how big the position is. As I mentioned, we never try to trade more than 2 to 3%. So we try to limit those and see if we hit, how much would we win, how much would we lose, and then we would decide if we're going to go forward with the trade, or we're just going to pass and maybe look at another one.
So how many reviews do you do before you settle on a trade? How many potential trades do you have in your list versus the ones that you narrowed down to?
Well, usually we look at least, I look at least 100 to 200 charts per day every night before going to sleep. Then I read next morning. I wake up earlier before the market opens, take a look at the ones that I wrote that there was something interesting I saw at around 10 to 20. By the market opens, I usually tell the room, this is what I'm looking, these are the charts that I think are interesting right now, these are the potential, this could go down, this could go upward. And then after that, I talk to Fari, I talk to Admiral, we get the team ready, what do you think about this chart, how do you see the volatility on these options? Then we get the trade ready. I go back, write everything for the room, let everyone know what's the plan, why are we thinking this is the best play, and then I send it to Fari again. We take a last review, and then we'll send it out to the room. If anyone has a question or something, maybe they don't understand why we're selling, doing a vertical instead of just going with straight calls, we'll explain, we'll let them know, because that's part of what you get. It's education.
Yeah, it's experience.
The experience, exactly.
Great. That's a great look inside how professionals put a trade together. It's a lot of detail and planning, a lot of work. So thanks for your hard work, and hope people can follow in your footsteps and learn from you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Right.
I'm Pablo Navarro for Hamsi Analytics HFT Stocks and Options. You can find me at hamsianalytics.com or follow me at pnavarro88. Thanks for watching marketheist.com.